Mario. Here we go! What else need be said? The man is an icon, a legend.
I'm super! Thanks for asking.
He has so many games across so many genres and so many platforms, and so many are so great that it seems so crazy to rank them. And I'm not just talking mainline titles, but his many spin-offs. And to make things even more complicated, this list is part objective ranking and part personal favorites.
Now that just seems intentionally confusing.
But that's the way I'm gonna do it, cause I'm NintenDopeman, and these are the Dopest Marios.
Let's go!
Number 25. New Super Mario Bros. When the first entry in this now overplayed series came out on the DS, it was pretty novel. It was the first 2D Mario since Super Mario World, and it revived the classic side-scroller with better graphics, new jump mechanics, and this now classic tune. However, the level designs are not as inspired as the oldies, and the whole new series has run its course. Also,
stop the damn dancing!
Number 24. Super Mario Land. Super Mario Land is the hardest Mario game on the eyes, which sucks because it's one of the most unique. Instead of jumping through the Mushroom Kingdom to save Peach from Bowser, you're saving Princess Daisy from an alien named Tatanga in the world of Sarasa Land, which is divided into 4 kingdoms all inspired by real-world locations. The game is short, but it's sweet, and it gave to us Peach's sassy counterpart. Number 23. Super Mario 3D World. A bigger console version of its 3DS predecessor, you just know they glanced at the internet and were like, people seem to really love cats. Let's do that. Let's do Mario, but cat. Meow. Number 22. Super Mario Land 2. 6 golden coins. Another weird entry in the weird sub-series, Mario returns from the events in the first game to find his castle was hijacked by the anti-Mario, Wario. Also,
could you take off the ears, please?
Number 21. Super Mario Bros. I know, I should be hogtied and burned at the stake for placing this so low. It's inarguably the most important game of all time. It was the first fully realized project of an industry that it and its console saved. It's the first side-scroller, making it the first true platformer and the first video game that didn't take place within a single screen. With characters, enemies, items, music, a plot, and 32 levels spread among 8 worlds, it introduced us to Mario and his universe as we still know it. A plumber saving a princess from a turtle dragon in a mushroom-themed kingdom.
I don't know what the that was.
But that's the thing. Because it's the original, it's so rudimentary. I find it easier to revisit than the original Zelda, and it's still a great game full stop. But so many greater ones have followed it. Number 20. Mario Party 3. Of the OG 3, the third has to be my most cherished. I nearly chose 2 because it has way better boards, but 3 has more items, better minigames, and the Millennium Star. In fact, can someone just get a mod that just replaces the boards in Mario Party 3 with the ones from 2? Because that would be the perfect game. I would still play that with my friends today, had I not lost all my friends playing this game. Number 19. Mario Kart Double Dash. Mario Kart games are typically by the books, but Double Dash is the one iteration where, like all other franchises in the GameCube era, they went all far out. 2 racers on a single kart. One drives, the other uses items. Double Dash will always be the second best entry. Number 18. Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga. Paper Mario's quirky younger brother debuted with an adventure through the Bean Bean Kingdom to recover Peach's stolen voice. The combat is fun, the story is pleasantly different, and awful. This guy's dialogue is hilarious. He speaks like an Eastern European immigrant. Number 17. Mario plus Rabbids Kingdom Battle. The game that scratched an itch none of us knew we had. This collaborative crossover arms Mario and company with guns in a tactical strategy game when an inventor and her robot accidentally cause their worlds to merge. 4 amazing worlds, customizable collectibles, challenging combat, and cartoony comedy. Ubisoft did a better job with this than they do with their own games. Number 16. Super Mario Bros. 2. Of all 2D Mario games, old and new, 2 is the most different. 4 playable characters with their own traits, the dream world of Subcon, and the digging mechanic. It pioneered vertical side-scrolling, contributed many enemies that have become classics, and it can get pretty damn difficult. Number 15. Mario Kart 8. Dazzling graphics, 200cc, more drivers and tracks and kart parts than ever. Mario Kart Infinity is the definitive derivative of the best-selling series. Number 14. Super Mario Galaxy 2. Now look, you're gonna get mad at my placements of the Galaxy games, but I never really had a soft spot for them. They're linear, they're segmented, and fuck motion controls. That's how I feel, but objectively they're still awesome, and I still enjoy them every once in a while. Some people say Galaxy 2 has better level design, but I always liked the first one more, although this one did have Yoshi. Number 13. Super Mario Strikers. I'm not into sports, or sports games, or even Mario sports games, but holy fuck. Strikers is so fun, and so clean, and so badass. It's like someone injected the Mario world with British soccer hooligans. Number 12. Mario Party 4. Hands down the best Mario Party game. The rich boards, the polished minigames, the wacky items, the same exact characters, but the collectibles. Number 11. Paper Mario. What happens when you take this game and give it to the guys who make this game? A super detailed version of the same old story. When you want your adventure through the Mushroom Kingdom to last much longer and consist of much more than jumping, Paper Mario is the RPG for you. Number 10. Super Mario Galaxy. Jump into the gravitating center of the universe in the original game, which had the better story, the better hub world, and the novelty of being the first, introducing the coolest of Mario's angels, Rosalina. Number 9. Super Mario Sunshine. A lot of people dislike Sunshine because FLUDD sucks the challenge out of platforming, a few unforgiving missions, a tenuous blue coin hunt, and the fact that the whole thing boils down to Mario being sentenced to community service when framed by an identity thief who thinks he's fucking Banksy. But fuck them haters, cause I love this game. This was summertime 3D Mario. The island theme, the Piantas, the music, the levels and their missions, and the debut of Bowser Jr. Number 8. Super Mario RPG, Legend of the Seven Stars. The original Mario role-playing game. Legend of the Seven Stars is a Mario game with the scope of Final Fantasy, lovingly crafted by Square Enix themselves, wherein Mario teams up with Peach, Bowser, and popular part-timers Geno and Mallow to defeat Smithy and recover the pieces of Star Road. A collaboration like this wouldn't be seen for a long, long time. Number 7. Luigi's Mansion. Why is this so high on the list? Because it's different, it's amazing, it's fun, it's spooky, and because I said so. Is it objectively a better game than all the ones I placed it above?
No!
But also,
Yes!
when Luigi wins a mansion in a contest he never entered, he steps out of his brother's shadow to save him from all the ghosts in the Mushroom Kingdom. It gave us Egad and King Boo, treasure hunting and poltergeisting, realism and emotion. I just love it. Even more than the third game I waited so long for. Number 6. Super Mario World 2, Yoshi's Island. As an infant, Luigi was kidnapped by Kamek, and Yoshi had to reunite him with Mario lest he suffer the ear-piercing screech of a crying baby. A masterpiece of platforming with an art style, mechanics, collectibles, and tone unlike any other 2D Mario. In fact, it's not 2D Mario. It's the beginning of the Yoshi series. Number 5. Paper Mario: The Thousand-Year Door. The best Mario RPG, the best Mario game not made by Nintendo, and the best story of any Mario game. I don't even want to spoil anything because this ain't your typical Mario story. This is Mario's story. Thousand-Year Door is fun, hilarious, charming, dark, and apparently insurmountable. Number 4. Super Mario World. The most refined 2D Mario introduced the world to Yoshi, the clown car, Mario's color scheme, an interconnected overworld, secret post-game worlds, multiple exits, everything down to the fucking logo. When the gang's vacation to Dinosaur Island is rudely interrupted, they team up with a new reptilian friend to thwart an old reptilian enemy. Number 3. Super Mario Bros. 3. Now, it was hard to choose between this and World, but I always felt 3 has more going for it. The level designs felt harder and more inspired, the array of awesome power-ups with an inventory to store them, and tons of secrets. It established the concept of world maps and platformers, and began the whole grass, desert, water, you get it formula. It introduced slopes, auto-scroll, and many classic characters. Super Mario Bros. 3 is the only NES game that has aged like wine, and the quest to save every kingdom in the Mushroom World remains nothing short of a good time. Now, choosing between 64 and Odyssey was even harder than 3 and World, but not as hard as choosing between Ocarina of Time and Breath of the Wild. So let me tell you why number 2 is Super Mario 64. It is the most revolutionary game ever. It pioneered the major physical elements of 3D gaming and its interface: an analog stick that dynamically controls the avatar, a free camera, and that wily Z-axis. By translating 2D platforming to 3D, it effectively created the Collectathon. It established Mario's moveset, which has remained relatively steadfast. It's the first time we heard him speak.
It's me, Mario!
Exploring the iconic Peach's castle and the worlds within its paintings is an amazing, fun, magical experience that still holds up well today. But, and that is a huge but, it's not as easy to go back to as Ocarina of Time. For one thing, N64 graphics are hard on the eyes, and DS graphics ain't much easier. And then there's the level ejection from every star collected, the novel yet unfulfilling endgame reward, and some of the missions are so abstract and weird they almost seem elementary. Super Mario 64 is still remarkably fun and influential, but as time slipped by, it's been bested. Number 1. Super Mario Odyssey. Odyssey is the Mario masterpiece many of us have waited for since Sunshine. What can I say about it that I haven't already said on its number 6 spot of the dopest games? A world of jaw-dropping sandboxes full of 1,000 moons, the costume customization, the coined currency of each kingdom, and of course, Cappy, Mario's sentient hat that expands the platforming possibilities and imbues him with the capture mechanic. Sure, it doesn't have a hub world, or a very different story, or even a horror kingdom with my favorite baddie, but it had everything else. No DLC required. Super Mario Odyssey is happiness in a cartridge. It's Nintendo's return to form, the quintessential collectathon, and the dopest game to ever star Mr. Video Game himself. The most prolific of public figures are often bestowed honorific nicknames. Ozzy Osbourne is the Prince of Darkness. Muhammad Ali is the greatest. And Mario is known around the world as Mr. Video Game. He is not just Nintendo's mascot, but the icon of gaming itself. Gamers who don't even play Nintendo games have accepted this indisputable fact. Mario has become as household a name as Kobe Bryant or Coca-Cola. He single-handedly revived the gaming industry and thrust it into the stratosphere. He is...
Thank you so much for playing my game.
No, Mario. Thank you for giving me so many games to play.
Thanks.
Thank you. Thank you.